Right, I've finally moved into my new house. It's been a bit of a nightmare, but we're here now. I'm not going to do the show you around because you're obviously not interested, but I'll just show you a few quirky things. Right. Now, I know you'll be wondering, why is there an M3 bumper in the spare room? Yeah, well, it's going in the attic. I've decided to put all the bumpers and that in the attic. This is Cry Face, it's called, and the cleaner absolutely hates him. I originally had him in on that chair there, and yeah, she goes mad when she walks in. I try warning her, I don't know where he is, but she won't go in there now. Right, yeah, there's a few other quirky things. As you can see, I'm unsupervised, so I'm just sort of putting stuff inside that shouldn't really be inside. But you know, I'm not into paintings on walls or anything. And plus you can always hang clothes on it or stuff if you want. Now, we did have a bit of an issue in the garage. We've managed to squeeze the car in there amongst everything else, but it didn't quite fit. There's the wall, and there's the front of the car. It's actually in a cupboard. Yeah, I don't know why you'd build a garage that's too small for a car to fit in. But working on it is a nightmare. There's just no room. Probably because I put so much shelving in here to store all my gear. But it's in, I'm working on it. It's just not much fun. Right, this is the other garage. I'll give you a quick flick through. I'm just showing you what I'm up to really. It's Tuesday, I've got a rally on Saturday, so I'm a bit under pressure. Yeah, the other garage, the car didn't fit in it, so we got it in, but it was too small to work on. This garage, we've got a hot water cylinder and a boiler, and it's better. Once I get everything sorted out, it might be a bit handier to work on. Yeah, a bit restricted on space. So, unfortunately for this car, it's donated its diff to the red one, along with the seats, harnesses and extinguishers. Gutted really, I didn't really want to start pulling it apart, but the idea was I was going to use this one for the rally, and I wanted to put new shells in it. I don't know what you can see there. So I dropped the sump, went to put new shells in it. To get the sump off, I had to take the bell housing off, and to get the bell housing off, I had to get the gearbox off, and the prop, and the exhaust, and I thought I might as well change the gearbox. I've got another gearbox for it, another exhaust, and there was no way I could have done it in time. So this is on hold now, while I get the red one done. I'll now work on the red one. Yeah, I've got to work on it inside, outside I mean, because there's not enough space inside. And it's a lovely day, so I might as well make the most of it. Extinguishers, seats, harnesses, the other extinguisher, pull cable. Yes, that was mounting the other way up before, but I'm sure it'll be okay. We've got power. That's a fuel pump. That's a baby fuel pump. When the big fuel pump cuts in, that's a beast. This is going to get replaced in the same sort of effect as this. It's like plastic sheeting. So this was just a template, but obviously I haven't got time to do that before the weekend. We've got a bit of an issue with the clutch. Whereas when the clutch is depressed, you can only operate the clutch or the throttle at the same time. So that's because I had to bend the bracket on the clutch. So I've got to carry on bending that, get that straight, put the door bars in for the cage. And I think we're pretty much, oh, knob for the gear stick. Now for inside, that's it, done. Battery for the intercom. Apart from that, the engine won't start. I've got this ECU, which the car ran with before, so I need to check my wiring out. I'm getting power to the ECU. It cranks fine, but it's just not firing. So I need to look into that. I'm sure that'll be basic, I hope. The engine worked fine when it came out the last car, so I can't see why it'd be braking for no reason. No fuel, no spark. So I don't have to start checking crank sensors and things like that. So I'll go back to the wiring, make sure I've done it all. I don't see why I'm getting power to ECU. So that's a start. I'll just persevere with it and see what happens. And then mud flaps and change the wheels because it's a gravel rally. So I think we've got a couple of days. Work's suffering a bit, but I want to get it ready for the rally. Fingers crossed, and I'll keep you posted. Right, I'm under the car now. This is the exhaust that came off the other car. It is a beast. It's huge. Yeah, that was a bit of a pain to put on, and here it's not pretty. This is the M42 or 44 manifolds, and I've had to do a big bodge job. 2 lambda sensors, just the way it works out. Yeah, I've had to go from huge down to fit the downpipe from the manifold. Clamped it. I don't know if I'll get any exhaust coming back through here. I've sleeved it as well. There's this actual sleeve inside, so I think it'll be alright. I'm not worried about too much if there is an exhaust blow. Everything's a bit not quite there. I've just had to top up the gearbox oil, which is that bolt there, and I used a pump, which is brilliant, really. It saves a lot of hassle, especially doing things like the diff. It's the first time I've used it. It's just ATF fluid I've put in there, and it needed about 3/4 of a litre, so I'm glad I checked it. The gearbox, I don't even know what car it's out of. I think it's a 318 Ti. It's been hanging around for a while, so it might have been on its side and lost some oil. Yeah, that's the e30 prop, I think. No, it's not. That's the e36 front part, mated. I haven't got a clue, really. Anyway, it's props, bits I'd hang around. Bits of rubber for the exhaust mountings. Oh, I'll put a tank guard on. So that's a requirement for rallying. And the diff. That single ear diff. Whereas the white car it came off, it had a twin ear on it. Right, let me get out from under here. What the problem was, it was one wire. Once I went back on the internet, I googled it, and I got the wiring diagram and worked out what I hadn't done. Yeah, took a bit of time, but we got there. It's pretty much there. Got door bars to go in still. Windscreen washer bottles playing up a bit. If we do, that's the fuel pump. It is a bit of a beast. Nothing on the dash works. Sounds all right. I need to get it insured now so I can take it for a drive. Hopefully everything will be all right.